Nobody ever made a dime panicking. No matter how many times I've said that, it always feels like the first utterance. But if you match yesterday's carnage in tech with today's bountiful harvest of winners, you know why I have to repeat myself. If you panicked and sold tech yesterday, you missed today's cornucopia of tech winners, with the Dow gaining 137 points, S&P climbing 0.92%, but the NASDAQ filled with tech going up 2.03%. Now, before we dig into what happened today, I want to emphasize that when I say no one ever made a dime panicking, I'm actually not even talking about being opportunistic. I'm saying that if you wanted to sell NVIDIA into the worst single-day loss in history of a market capitalization, then maybe you learned your lesson as the stock bounced back furiously today, up nearly 9%. Because as bad as this deep-seek thing might be for NVIDIA, it might not be that bad. No, it's not back to where it was. I get that, and maybe it shouldn't be. But it really got oversold, and therefore it caught a bounce when there was only one downgrade and a lot of positive chatter that it isn't over for what was not long ago the world's largest company. I get that it wasn't easy to do nothing. You had to sit on your hands. See, you had this Chinese outfit come out of nowhere and announce basically that you don't need as many NVIDIA chips as you thought for AI because you can get much more out of each chip, maybe 10 times more if you just use their software. Now, that's pretty much what DeepSeek was offering. And it's certainly a frightening prospect for NVIDIA, as the company has been perceived to be a monopolist that price gouges. Now, the way I see it, that's nonsense. NVIDIA invented this business, spent billions upon billions of dollars building it up, and it simply charges what the market can bear. Until last week, we figured that to get most tasks done, to get the best use out of NVIDIA's product, you had to order a colossal number of chips at obscene prices. Now, though, if someone comes along and says, hey, you know what? You can get 10 times as much output from an NVIDIA chip that you thought, you got to figure you only need to order 1/10 as many chips as you thought you needed, right? Isn't that the math?
Don't miss a second of Mad Money. Follow @Jim Cramer on X. Have a question? Tweet Cramer. #MadMentions. Send Jim an email to madmoney@cnbc.com or give us a call at 1-800-743-CNBC. Miss something? Head to madmoney.cnbc.com.